humanity survived. Our ancestors have destroyed the world, and we had to pay the price. With over 100 years without sunlight, but we have prepared ourselves for our chance to make things right. They stole from us a life of happiness. Still, we will make the best of it. Even though Mother Earth is grim and tainted, we have managed to survive. And we will keep surviving.
Hello everyone, my name is Szamer and welcome to my first look review on Endzone A World Apart. So I would like to thank the devs for giving me a key to this. So the Steam summary is Endzone is a post-apocalyptic survival city builder where you start a new civilization with a group of people after a global nuclear disaster. Build them a new home and ensure their survival in a shattered world, threatened by a constant radiation, toxic rain, sandstorms, and droughts. So, it's $36 Australian on Steam. There's also a link down below, which is my affiliate link. So yeah, go and use that if you want to help support me. So it's been out since the 3rd of April 2020, and well, so far it's got very positive / mostly positive reviews. So yeah, and the developer is Gently Mad Studios, and the publisher is Assemble Entertainment and Whisper Games. That is so loud. Okay, so yes, it is early access, as you can see, stamped over everywhere. People on Twitch can't see because of the dog cam. Oh, the dog's getting... Oh, no, he's just pressing. if you're watching this on YouTube, I also have Twitch, so come and check that out. I've got a dog cam, which we've got a dog in the back, just behind me. He's sleeping. He's cute. So, let's get into it. We'll go tutorial, because I'm probably not gonna do good with survival.
We finally left the end zone. Just look at this beautiful scenery. It's marvelous, even though it's a bit different from what we had pictured. We were able to secure a few basic resources and are storing them in our bus.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't really look like a nuclear apocalypse. There's a lot of green.
I'm glad we prepared ourselves well for this kind of scenario, especially since our inventories in the end zone ran low. Don't forget that if you need additional information, you can look at our survival guide at any time.
Okay, there's something pinging up here. There's a map behind my face, so I'm guessing I don't really need to show that in the video. And what people can't see on Twitch, there is a seasonal thing that's just below the thing. Okay. Show season. That is really loud. Can I... Okay, so if I click on this... there's a lot to learn. Okay, let's get through this together. Tasks can be used to assign freely available settlers to gather specific resources or remove radiation in certain areas. You can remove radiation? Okay. Only settlers who do not carry out any activities will perform tasks. The only exception to this task is remove radiation. Up to 4 settlers can work on a single task. Okay. Okay, so there's all the gathering, removing radiation apparently.
Well done. Everything you need to know should be right here. I think the time has come for us to at last build ourselves a new home here.
Sure. Did all those people... I mean, they are small, and I think that is actually a bus, so...
Before we can construct buildings at all, we have to assign the profession builder to several settlers so that they can take care of construction contracts. In general, it's your responsibility to decide which tasks are important and how our settlers are supposed to be distributed to attend to them.
Oh, it's just that.
All right. Your builders will be ready as soon as construction contracts have been issued. It's time to start focusing on our key and most basic need, water.
Oh, there's a lake.
The first thing we ought to do is to establish a working water supply. So we'll move on to our first construction contract. Place and build a jetty by a lake in the vicinity of your town center.
Place and build a jetty. Okay, so build settings, jetty. Okay, that has to be over here. Yes? No? Okay, so that's... Wait, what does this thing look like? Okay, so maybe I need to turn it around because... Yeah, how do I turn it around? Oh wait, rotate is R. Nope, no it isn't. I'm pressing R, right? Oh, it's just clicking R. Why does it have the mouse button? What the hell? Okay, so I need this to be like that, and have that there. I didn't mean to put it there, but that's okay. Alright, so those builders should... Okay, so they're grabbing the resource. How far can I zoom in? A little bit far. I guess they don't really need to make the assets of the characters really good. How far can I zoom out? Okay. There's a house. There's a gas station ruin. Okay. There's a wind farm. Or part of one. Oh. What is that? There's a bunch of houses over there. Okay, interesting. The thing is, where did I come from and... stuff like that. Anyway. Okay, so we'll wait for these guys to build that.
Very good. The jetty was completed as planned. Now we have a place where we can collect water. There are other possibilities to gather water too, but the jetty is the simplest and most cost-effective method.
I do like the guy's voice, and the picture is really well drawn.
We can obtain and store water from different sources, like a jetty, rain collector, or well in the cistern. The cistern should always be in close proximity to a water source, so that our water carriers don't have to walk too far.
Yes. You want me to make a cistern? Holy shit. Okay, so each person's brought in 25 water. That's cool.
Great. We have now installed a working water supply, and water is now transported from the jetty to our cistern. Consider hiring more water carriers if you don't have enough settlers available. You can never have enough water in storage.
Did a tree just fall down?
Now we should focus on food production. It's important to ensure the supply right from the start. A gatherer's cabin, a hunting lodge, or a fishing hut can directly remedy the situation. I suggest starting with a fishing hut, since we're already located near a lake.
Okay, so the fishing hut. Food. Okay, so that part needs to be in water, so that can... Oh. I do like the graphics, that the style and just the look of it from a slight distance away, it looks really nice. Obviously, if you get up close, it still looks nice, but just, in my opinion, doesn't look as nice. And then obviously, if you get further away, yeah, can't see the details. So they're gonna go that way. I'm gonna speed that up. Actually, what other things? Assign settlers to the fisher. Yep. And food produced. Rewards, I get 300 fish from it.
Good work.
There we go.
We've now taken care of our basic supply via food and water. Make sure that you have enough food and water on hand at all times, especially if you want to upgrade your settlement. A population that grows too fast can quickly unbalance your food and water supply, bringing major difficulties for you if you don't watch out. Crops are another excellent way of getting food, because they constantly grow as long as the soil is moist enough. Each seed has different yields and growing times. This means that it could take some time until your field is ready to be harvested, in contrast to your fishing hut, where production can be right away.
Okay. Yeah, so I need to make the additional food source, which is that one. Cultivate field. So, where do I want to put that? Because it's going to be houses at some point. There's all these other things as well. Hunting lodge and that. That just seems like, yeah, it's just a field. So, what we'll do... I don't know what that stuff is as well. I'm assuming it will tell me what all of that other stuff is as well. That's why I'm going through the tutorial and not actually properly playing the game, because, well, this will tell everyone what the game is like. Exactly what it's like. So, I think I will put it here.
At the beginning, we don't have much scrap wood or other resources. We could build a production building, but to obtain resources as fast as possible, it's best that we start gathering right away. Assign a Gather All Resources task. All the settlers who haven't been assigned.
Tasks? Aha! That's how you do it. Okay, so then I want... Can I demolish this? I'll get rid of that. So they've collected scrap. They've collected 50 scrap. But there's this one. Let's chop down some trees. So that's how you do it. So normally in games you like click and drag type of thing and get people to do it. But this is slightly different. You use this tab here to go through and build or use the tasks. Oh, so I do actually need to place so I need to place both of them. I'll just, yeah, I can
Since we now own plenty of resources, we can start to build a real production building. Then you don't have to always make efforts by hand. Collecting is taking place. Production buildings are not only easier to manage, they are also distinctly more effective than simple tasks. Don't place production buildings too far away from your settlement. You'll be able to change their working area at any time later on. Right on. The best thing for us to do now is to build a forester's lodge to automate our supply of wood and make it more effective at the same time. Foresters are not only able to chop down trees, they reforest areas with trees as well.
Oh. I partially don't want that, but kind of, that makes sense as well. See, that ground looks a lot worse than it. Oh, that's probably because of the season. Right. Yeah, because the grass has died off. That does make sense. Because yeah, I wanted to get rid of the trees along here, so it's a clear path to here. What is this as well? Oh, it's a greenhouse. Oh, that could be really useful. I just need to chop down the trees here so I can actually properly see it.
Great.
One
We
go,
can
20.
change the working area for the scrapyard too. We can recycle scrap into 4 additional resources: cloth, metal, plastic, and electronics. We'll do that shortly, but for now we ought to take care of your settlers' needs first.
Okay.
Our people want a place
Yeah,
to sleep and
the
live.
cabins, yeah.
Cabins fulfill their need for safety and privacy and increase the confidence of their inhabitants. In other words, building cabins increases their willingness to start families and reproduce, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I do know what you mean. Yes, cabins. Oh, I should probably have the... Oh, no, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. Can I... No, decline. I didn't mean that. There's a little ladybug thing there, and, yeah, I'm guessing that's sending them bug reports or whatever. Cabin... Housing... Cabin... Okay, so cabin should not be over there. Where should I put the cabins? I think I'm gonna put them around this little area here.
Besides cabins, you can also provide sturdy houses and shelters as housing. Sturdy houses withstand sandstorms better
lose
and
2
have an
followers in this
increased
stream.
storage
What the fuck?
capacity to boot. Children living in houses gradually fill up the house's stockpiles. Settlers do not reproduce in a shelter because they lack privacy. Let's
Alrighty.
return from our excursion into housing and refocus on scrap. With the help of a recycler or refinery, scrap can be sorted into 4 different resources. A recycler always takes scrap apart, 1 resource at a time, while a refinery automatically produces all 4 resources. To start off, you should build a recycler and produce cloth.
Recycler. Is there a way to...
Very good.
Okay.
As you can see, the gatherer's cabin is an effective possibility to get food quickly. But watch out. After a drought, it's going to take some time before the plants have regrown. As is the case with most buildings, here too, you can relocate the working area at any time.
But I didn't do that task. So, I'm guessing there's no mushrooms, so it was either berries or mushrooms. Okay.
Although we are sufficiently supplied at the moment, our survival depends on diligent planning. If we can lay out a plan for an orchard, then we can start to plant fruit or nut trees that we can harvest after a few seasons.
Alrighty then. Ah, you've got nothing else to do in this area. Okay. I'll come back to that. Szamer, you should do some Among Us streams. It's a fun game. Maybe that I'll need friends to play with, and at the moment that's hard to set up and stuff like that, just because I'm really busy. Seeds from fields chosen. What? Oh, orchard. Right. choose seed. It doesn't really say. Plum, sure.
The orchard has been laid out, and the trees are already beginning to grow. Similar to crops for farming, trees need some time until they are fully grown. But once they have grown, they can be harvested again and again until they have to be newly planted. Our gatherer's cabin gathers food from the surrounding forests. However, there are any number of other plants there which we can use as well. These plants can be gathered by an herbal hut. The herbs gathered there can be consumed by settlers to replenish their health.
So I'll do a review of what I've played pretty much, and then we'll move on to the next game. So, that was Endzone A World Apart. It's really interesting. I really like the look of it. It heavily reminds me of a game called Banished, which I played, I'm gonna say years ago, and I really love that game. So much so that I wanted more out of it, and so I went into the mods and I grabbed mods. I pulled them in, and I just built those type of buildings and stuff like that. Why don't you stream how you edit videos? What? Why don't you stream how you edit videos and stuff? I'm gonna go play remnants here. Alright, see you, Dixon. Why don't I stream me editing? I don't know. Douglas, hi. Welcome to the stream. I've been okay. How are you, my friend? It has been a very long time. I'm going to continue with this this review, and then I'm going to talk to you guys and jump to the next game. So yes, it heavily reminded me of Banished, and I love that game, and everything pretty much seems similar, apart from the fact that you can't click drag, which is interesting, but then again, these tools have everything, so like the tasks. And yeah, it's just one of these games. It's one of these builder-survivor games, which, yeah, it's good. I don't think there's anything wrong with it so far. Again, I've only put an hour into this, and I'll most likely play more. I'm definitely gonna play more, make a town, maybe finish this tutorial. I know I didn't finish the tutorial, but that's what I do. I play an hour of the game, and I've done that. So I really like it. At some point there will be contaminated, like, acid rain or something like that, and I'm guessing it will tell me how to help against that. But yeah, there's probably a lot more to this game that I need to go through, but as you can see on the screen, it tells you a lot. The UI is good. It tells you what you need to know, especially the weather. It's got the perfect buttons for everything you need, especially the tasks, and obviously there's a button for bugs if you find any. There's a map behind where my face is, and there's all the resources and stuff just above the top, and it doesn't, the UI is slim and it doesn't block anything, which is great. The heat maps of the game, I shouldn't have hit that one. The heat maps of the game are great as well. You can tell that by clicking that. So that's the electricity heat map, which we don't have electricity at the moment. But there's all of those type of heat maps, which are really interesting. And I'm pretty sure they have added that to the game recently. That was in, I think it was in August, so about a month ago or something like that. They added those things in. I think that's what that update was. So yeah, I find this quite fun. I mean, I've only gone through the tutorial, and I know I'm going to enjoy this game because I enjoy these types of games. So if you watch this and you've gotten to this part of the video and you want this game, there's a link down below. Go on. Yeah, go and get it for yourself. It is $36 Australian, or whatever that is in your currency. So yeah, I like it, and I reckon it's going to get even better as it goes along. It's going to be difficult with acid rain and whatnot. I don't know what that does either, so that's another thing to figure out. So yeah, plus you can get rid of radiation and whatnot, so that's also another thing. As well as you can tell how many things there are in this game, like buildings and stuff, just by looking at this list, because of all the things you can assign people to. Plus, obviously, you get to see everything you can build from the start. And actually, decoration, there's a scrap totem, which is actually a dragon that breathes fire, which I'm gonna build. It's probably here. So yeah, that will be a part. But yeah, there's a lot to build, and that's really cool. Just like any other game like this, they have a good amount of things to build. Plus the paths, which I will actually put in. I will literally put paths throughout this whole entire place. I will make this place amazing. If the tutorial doesn't kick me out when it finishes. Because I kind of like this area. But yeah. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you... Again, like I said before, if you want to check this game out for yourself, there is a link down below. That is my affiliate link to Green Man Gaming. That just gives you a key to... a Steam key, essentially, and sometimes it's cheaper than Steam. So yeah, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, hit that like button. If you're new, subscribe, because that'd be awesome. And otherwise, I'll see you all in another video. Bye bye!